Hey there, naughty friends! Welcome back to a new video. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're new, hi, I'm Chris, aka Naughty Bear, an amigurumi designer, crocheter, and crafty person here on YouTube. And I put out new videos every single week, so if any of that sounds good to you, be sure to stick around. Today, I thought it'd be fun if I took you along with me while we crocheted some amigurumi. I know, big surprise. However, Christmas is less than a week away, and if you celebrate the holidays, you know how crazy this time of year can be. Everyone is running around trying to get their last minute gift shopping done, and nobody wants to be at work. I totally get it. If you're like me and you work from home, you know how extra hard it can be because no one's around to motivate you. But today I thought, let's kill two birds with one stone and let's crochet a cute little amigurumi gift, last minute Christmas gift, which is the only one I'm doing this year, which is super strange, and film it all for you. So I think it's gonna be a good one. I have a feeling it's gonna be super cute and a lot of you are gonna like it. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So most of you will know what we're making from the thumbnail and title of this video. Some of you may have just clicked on it and said, whatever it is, I'm watching, and I appreciate you for that. However, today we are going to be crocheting the original diva herself, Miss Piggy. I'm so excited. We are big Miss Piggy fans here in the house, and I told my mom a while ago I would crochet her one, and then I never got around to it. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. We have a million projects to get to, and we never have any time. But today we are getting one of those done, and I'm actually not going to be freehanding this, which is normally what I do. But today I'm very excited to use another amigurumi designer's pattern, which since I saw this book, I knew I had to have it. And you probably already know it and have seen it. It is the Muppets Official Crochet Amigurumi by Drew Hill, who is a friend of mine on here. He has been so kind since I started my little amigurumi journal, and I bought this right away. I haven't had a chance to make anything out of it. However, like I said, we're going to be making Miss Piggy from it, so I'm so excited to crack this open. I will leave a link to it in the description below if you're interested in getting your own. I'm going to start off with looking through my yarn scraps, as I always do, to see what colors we have in here, and then I'm going to pick colors from the yarn, and then I will come back in a little bit and show them all to you, and then we'll get started. I'm so excited. All right, so I ended up having all the colors I needed in my yarn scrap bin, which is always really nice. It turns this into a little bit of a scrap busting project as well. Not that I think she's gonna be very big. She's probably about like this big. We will see. But the colors I have are her sin color here. I have this kind of buttery yellow for her hair. We have her iconic hot pink for her dress, and then another baby doll pink for her gloves and her belt. And then you need a little bit of lilac for her eyeshadow, as well as black for her eye as well. This pattern does use the felted eyes, which I really like. You can probably see some of the Pokemon I've done back here where I use felt for the eyes. I never know if I want to put felt eyes in my pattern because I'm not sure how people are going to feel about it, because it's not technically crochet, but it does elevate the eyes in some characters. Like for this, I wouldn't have it any other way. So let me know what you think though down below. Do you like felt eyes, or would you just like safety eyes and maybe embroidery? Anyways, I'm going to get started and we'll see where we get to today. I'll take you with me. I don't think I'll be able to get it all done today, but we will see. Fingers crossed. I used the wrong color. That's my bad. All right, so I just finished the second hand. Here it is, and I want a gamey yarn chicken because that's all I have left. I will need a little bit more for the belt, but I'll figure that out. So that's the first hand, and I have the second arm completely done. There it is there, really cute. As far as the pattern goes so far, pretty simple, pretty standard stuff. Everything's making sense. If you've ever made amigurumi from a pattern before, this won't be that different from that, I'm sure. You'll understand it pretty easily. The one thing I will say is it doesn't have any step-by-step photos in the book. I don't want to show too much, but you can see there it's a lot of text, and the finished photos are in it as well, obviously. I understand why they would do this, because obviously step-by-step photos, a lot more editing, and obviously would take up a whole lot of room, so the book would be huge. It already has 16 projects in one book, so that is a lot. So I'm marking it against it. I completely understand why. To kind of get around this, they have included a QR code at the start of each design, which will take you to tips, tricks, step-by-step pictures, videos, all that kind of stuff. I will say, however, I did scan that, and like I said, this book came out I think in October, so it's been about it's probably been about 2 months now. And it is a coming soon page. So that part of it is not up yet. With that said, I'm sure they're frantically working on trying to get that part done and up for everyone. I'll try and reach out and see if there's like a date or a little bit of an update on that I can give you. But like I said, the actual written pattern is pretty simple and easy to use. So I would get this book anyways if you really want it. And hopefully by then that side of things is up. But I'm sure, like I said, it'll get up eventually. Anyways, that's where I'm at for now. I'm going to keep working along on it, and I will check back in with you all later. Got my crochet and my coffee. We are good to go. Good morning, everyone. It's a different day, obviously, and I'm just crocheting a little bit this morning. I did start off with the head, thinking I would do the head and body today. However, once I got to the place where the eyes go, obviously they want you to put the eyes in, but they have felt, like I said. So I didn't feel like doing a felt working, like cutting out the shapes and all that. I just wanted to sit down and crochet. So I skipped ahead to the hairpiece, or her wig, if you will. Miss Piggy definitely wears a wig. You know she does. She has that lace front. And I'm really happy with the way it's turning out. I like that he did it as one giant piece as opposed to a bunch of different strands, which is just so much harder to sew on at the end. So I'm happy to just have it one giant piece, and then I just have to sew that to the top of her head once we get there. So it's going pretty well. Same thoughts with the pattern. It's, you know, pretty standard stuff, really good, easy to follow. So all that is fine. I'm hoping to get most, if not all, of the pieces finished today. I would like to move on to assembly and finishing her by tomorrow. And that way it's not all time consuming, and I can get this video out for all of you. So that is the plan. We're sitting here just watching a little bit of TV. I'm actually watching something called No Good Deed on Netflix. I just turned it on randomly. It's one of their new shows, whatever. It is one of those shows where when you turn it on, every single person that comes on the screen is someone you've known from something else. They're like a famous actor, but like maybe not A-list. Some of them are, obviously Lisa Kudrow, and I'm going to call him Ray Romano. I don't know the actor's actual name. You can let me know if you do. I'm sure you all know who I'm talking about from Everyone Loves Raymond. But yeah, there's just a whole cast of famous actors that you'll know from other shows, and they're people I really like. So that part's good. It got graphic pretty quick, which I wasn't expecting. So if you're not into blood or dark humor and stuff like that, might not be for you, but I'm enjoying it so far. So that's what I'll be watching today. And yeah, I'm going to finish up her little wig here and then probably take Cypress for his you know what, and then I will be back later. Alright, so it's a little bit later. I'm on episode 5 now of No Good Deed. That lets you know how long it's been. I got the body all done, hair's done, ears, snout, all that stuff is done. All that's left is the dress and the legs, which I'm going to leave until later today. I think I have other stuff I have to get done. A couple of people joined the Patreon again. Thank you so much if you're a new Patreon subscriber. I have to send you your codes and everything, so I'm going to go do that right now. Film a reel real quick, which I don't feel like doing. It's just that time of year. I feel like no one's even on Instagram right now just because everyone's running around doing their own thing. But yes, I'm going to do those things and then some some other work stuff, and then I will get the rest of it done later tonight, and then we will assemble it all tomorrow for the grand reveal. As far as the pattern goes, so far so good for the most part. I will say I had my first little hiccup with attaching the arms onto the body. I believe the arms say to leave a tail for sewing, which you end up not needing because you just single crochet them on in the round, which is totally fine. But it doesn't say like where to place them. The placement they had would have had the arms here. That could just be because I'm using a different weight of yarn, maybe ended up at a different place, but it also doesn't tell you specifically where to put the eyes on. So I would say that if you are a complete beginner, this might not be the place to start. However, it's not so confusing that like obviously I was lost. I clearly got it done. I would just say having a little bit of like know-how, especially with the eyes, there's no real like guide onto how to make them. I mean, there is kind of, but you have to be generally crafty, which I think crocheters are anyways, and clearly it works out perfectly fine. It's just a couple things that I think will be clarified once they have that tips and tricks and all the extra photos uploaded. It'll help a little bit more, but obviously looking really good. I'm happy with it. I think she's gonna be adorable. So that's it for now. I will check back in with you all in a little bit. All right, everyone, it is the next day and I have an update for you all. I did manage to finish all the pieces like I wanted to, so that is good. And we just have to assemble her, which is what I'm gonna focus on now. This part of amigurumi is so funny because nothing's put together, so she just looks insane. Like, if I showed you this and didn't tell you who it was, you probably wouldn't know that that's supposed to be Miss Piggy, but that kind of makes it even more fun to see it all come together. I think the hardest part will be the hair, just making sure it's laying properly and sewing all those pieces down. I mean, it's technically only one piece, but I think you have to kind of sew the strands to her face so they lay down right. And then the rest should be fairly simple. So I'm going to go do that. And then I will check back with you shortly with our final Miss Piggy. I'm so excited. And the wait is over. Miss Piggy is finally finished and she looks so cute. I am so happy with the way this turned out. She looks better than I could ever have imagined. I was worried there for a bit. She was looking a little strange, but I should have known she would come together. Drew does amazing work. But anyways, that's enough talking. Let's show her off. Are you ready for Miss Piggy? How adorable is this? I freaking love it. My mom is going to freak when I give this to her. I can't wait to see her reaction. I am just so happy with the way she looks. The hair is perfect. It took a little while to tame. There are lots of curls, but well worth it, obviously. I stayed pretty true to the pattern. I didn't have too many issues. And the one thing I did do, or two things I did a little bit differently, I didn't have felt, magenta felt, to put in the mouth. So I just used like a highlighter and just gave her some lipstick. Literally put lipstick on a pig. I think she looks great. And then the other thing is the necklace. She has a pearl necklace. I don't know if you can see it there. It mentioned putting tiny little pearls onto a string. I am gay, but I'm not so gay that I have tiny pearls on hand at all time. Just regular size pearls. Not even that. I just took some white string and tied knots in it and called it a day, and I think she looks fabulous. So I am so happy with this. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Miss Piggy? Have you used any of these patterns yourself before? Which ones did you make? Now real quick, before you click off this video and continue on with your day, I do want to just plug Santa Otis here. He came out last week and he's so freaking cute. I love this pattern. And if you join the Patreon, my Patreon, which I'll leave the link to in the description below, before December 24th of this year, obviously, you will get your free Santa Otis pattern as a welcome gift for joining. You also get a free pattern for a lot of those tiers as well. So that's 2 patterns, plus all the shop discounts and all the amazing stuff and supporting a local artist like myself. So please go check that out if you're interested. Oh, he's supposed to be holding his gift. There we go. You'll get a free Santa Otis pattern. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say to you all. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. And until then, stay naughty, friends. Bye.